of yarn and lost time, fabric flows from chaos sublime.
Hi, thank you for joining me. I'm Lisa from What Lisa Crochets. This is my first ever vlog, so please bear with me as I work out some of the kinks of making YouTube videos. I'm a beginner crocheter. I started a market stall last year where I sell my plushies that I make. I also am preparing to sell some of my plushies in a consignment space. So my vlogs will feature a lot of preparation for those two things. And I also just like crocheting for myself. So I participate in pattern tests and just create things for my own enjoyment. So I also feature those in my vlogs as well. So today is a Monday and it's roughly like 12:30ish, and I've already started today actually. So when I first woke up, I checked some of my messages from the pattern test groups that I'm in and responded. I actually finished one of the pattern tests yesterday, so I was able to give a little bit of feedback on that. And I'll show you that in a second. And so today I really just want to get the pattern tests out of the way so I can start work on some of my consignment jobs because they're super important. So that is what I plan to do. Hopefully I will get them both finished today. So if you want to see the cute little bear that I've already made, he's a potato bear. Look how cute he is. So he's got these little, he actually sits and he's super cute. He has these little claws on his feet, little toes, and he's kind of a little potato shape and he has a little tiny tail. So I'm going to be making another one of those, and it's actually for another YouTube vlogger. Cluck and Buzz, or Buzz and Cluck. Oh, I really need to double check the name on that one. But I actually have already been watching her for a bit on YouTube before I applied for the pattern test and didn't actually connect the two, that she was somebody I was watching on YouTube. So it actually has been really super cool for me to do a test for somebody that I watch on YouTube. And I can't wait to make a second version of this. So that is what I'm going to do today. And then I'll be getting started on the second pattern test. It's Tuesday today, just picking up from where we left off yesterday. I didn't really tape anymore because I was busy crocheting and the sun had gone down, so the lighting wasn't great. So today I thought I'd fill you in on where I got to. So I was working on the second bear for Cluck and Buzz. So I had the little one that I made in the honey bunny yarn, which I think is so cute, but I didn't get quite the shape that I wanted with it. Like Kayla's one has a nice sort of like tapered look to it. So I tried it in another yarn. So this is the Honey Bunny Big, and it came out much more like Kayla's version did. So you can kind of see that more tapered look to it. So I'm much happier with this one. I think it's super cute still, but like it's a lot more of the shape because this yarn sort of has a little bit more structure to it than the Honey Bunny size 6 yarn does. This is the size 7, even though there's like massive difference in sizing between a size 6 and a size 7. Like I also didn't have a size 8 hook. I just couldn't find it. So I used a size 7 with this. So it's probably a little bit tighter than it needs to be, but you know, you do what you do. Anyway, I think this is super cute. I can't wait for this pattern to be released. I think by the time you watch this, it will definitely have been released, and I will link in the description where you can buy this pattern. I'm pretty sure it'll be on Etsy. Okay, so that took me most of yesterday. I was getting a little bit tired yesterday with my chronic fatigue, so I did have a couple of rests and did some jobs around the house too, but got that done. And I also started my other pattern test, so I will get that for you and show you as well. My second test is for woolly amigurumi, and it's a little spaceman called Captain Spud, and I got his head made. I got his arms made and a leg. And I'm using Zaddy Craft yarns for this. I love them. They're only new again. But they're so soft. They're kind of like a cross between like the Honey Bunny chenille and a blanket yarn. It's just, oh, so lovely. But you do get that little bit of structure from them like you do from like the blanket yarn and that. So it's really nice. The only problem is I don't have a lot of this yarn, and I only have this much left, and I don't have my scale, so I don't know how much is in this last little bit, and I'm really, really hoping that it's enough to do another leg and the body. So like it's a bit of an oversized head pattern and the smaller body, so just keep your fingers crossed that I don't lose yarn chicken, okay? Thank you. And the other thing I did this morning was, if you're in Australia, you know how hard it is for us to get plush yarns here. I order a ton of mine off Hobie, which is like international, and you have to pay higher shipping, and it's also in US pricing, so we pay more because our Australian dollar has to be converted. So it's not the most economic option, but we have very few options. I also buy things from Spotlight, which is one of our big yarn companies over here. All the Australians will know it. It's kind of like Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joanne's kind of thing. That's our version, our sad little version. And they have some yarn available, but it's not a great deal. But there's another small business called Paddy and Bango's Place, and they have just started stocking plush yarns, and I happen to have a little sample of it from the first shipment, and I loved it. It's so nice. It's actually don't know how to describe it, because it's kind of like a blanket yarn, but its texture is so different. It's really squishy. I don't know, like I don't have the words. It's like, it's not as blankety as blanket yarn, it's smoother. Anyway, I made this little guy out of it, so you can kind of see it. Probably you can't, I feel like this is a yarn you have to use to kind of know what I'm talking about. Anyway, when I ordered, they only had a few colors, and I got some to try because I was like, I'm not going to buy a heap. You know, I want to see what it's like, and I love it. So I ordered a heap more today, and I really can't wait to get it and try it and make some more things from it. But you had to get in quick because they have a limited stock. It kind of comes in one shipment. Like once it's sold out, it's sold out. So it was like, I need to get my hands on some before it all sells out. I'm sure once the businesses are more established that they might be able to have it in stock all the time. But at the moment, it's kind of like one big shipment comes in and you get what you get. So I woke up early, made sure I got my order in, and can't wait. When it arrives, I'll show you. I did get most colors except for one. I already have tried the cream, and I still have some of that left over, and it's probably I don't know. I don't know if I'll use that a lot, so I didn't get that one again. But all the other colours I think I got. I hope I got. So my first job up is to finish off Captain Spud, and then we'll be getting into some of the consignment things. So I need to like contact the consignment space. I spoke with them last week, but I need to get in contact with them again and confirm my space, log into the portal, pay my invoice to hold my space. We have a Facebook group that's so all the store people that put their products in the store can communicate with one another. So I'll be doing an introductory post there. I have to work out, I've mostly got an idea of what I want to have in stock there. There is another crocheter, and so I've normally at my markets I do the typical things like the loaf cat, the chickens, octos, but I know that crocheter does them at markets too, and I think that's what they will have in stock there as well. So I want to go for different things so we're not both stocking the same thing. So I have got myself a few little things. So that little daisy is going to be in my stock for the consignment, the little froggy behind me, and I've got a few other things. So I do need to go through what I have and also work out if I want to add some extra things. Did I say I need to work out on a new tagging system? At my markets, I just have a little tag, like I don't tag every single individual thing. I just have a little place tag on the table with the price and the name of the product. And that way I can reuse it. I don't have to spend time tagging every week. It just is easier for me. And it's worked really well like that for the markets. But I think in store, I need to have a tag on each item so that it has my business name on it. Also so that it can say not suitable for children under 3 years of age. I don't normally put that on at the markets because I'm there to talk to people. And at the markets, I've been trying to do a lot more without safety eyes. But there's also, like, safety eyes are one aspect of what makes it not suitable for children, but also I look at the parts on the item I'm making, and if it has a small part that could come detached and become a choking hazard, then that also classes as not suitable in my own opinion. Okay, I'm gonna go and get my Captain Spud finished, and I'm excited because I've got a few YouTube vlogs to catch up on, so I'll be watching them while I work. I'm going to watch Rhiannon Durkin's latest vlog. She's an Australian crocheter. And then also Cluck and Buzz. Potato Bear Cluck and Buzz has a new vlog out, and I'm going to watch that. And I think she's talking about some of her process in writing the pattern and working through the pattern and some of the challenges and things that she's been having with that. So looking forward to seeing that side of things. So I'll catch you all after. So I'm outside at the moment trying to get some videos and photos of my plushies, and it's a lovely day, but the March flies, oh my God, they are everywhere. I'm getting so annoyed. They're just, if you live in a part of Australia where you get March flies, let me know. And yes, they do bite. Anyway, I'm going to quickly get this finished and head back inside. Stressful. Okay, I'll show you the plushie setup down on the ground, okay? Okay, so we've got set up a little picnic scene. Flies everywhere. And hopefully I've got some good ones. Not really sure because the flies and the way the sun is, it's really hard to see the view on my phone until we get into like more of a shaded area. But anyway, I think he looks cute. Hopefully I got a good one. If not, I can always attempt again. All right, bye. Hi guys, I just thought I'd check in. It's Wednesday, it's almost 3 o'clock, and I've had a pretty quiet day today. I did have lots of plans, you know, of getting things done, but my body's been telling me that I needed a rest today, so I do need to listen to that. It's pretty important when you have chronic fatigue to be pacing yourself so that you don't aggravate your symptoms. So I try my best. Not very well all the time, but I try to listen to that and not make things worse on myself. So I've been resting this morning, but I wanted to check in and show you how my pattern test for Captain Spud ended up. So first of all, did I lose at Yarn Chicken? No. I actually have this much left over still, so that actually did really well. But you'll see what I mean, because his body is smaller than his head, which is a very cute effect. So, look how cute he is. So, in proportion, you know, I actually didn't need a whole heap more. I'm still not a good judge of yarn, so I was worried because I don't have backup and it's for a pattern test, and I, you know, don't like to let pattern designers down by not finishing. So I was worried that I'd have to start it all again, or maybe use a different colour, which wouldn't look as good to suddenly just change to another colour without rhyme or reason. But thankfully, it all went well. I loved this pattern. It was so cool. Like, let me show you the back. It's just kind of plain on the back, but some of the things I really liked about it, I don't know if you can see this here. So this bit here, we used a technique where we did a slip stitch and then we worked the stitch underneath. So underneath the slip stitch, so your slip stitch ends up kind of moving forward. Anyway, it was a really cool technique and I've never done it before, and I think it looks really cool. It creates that little edging on the boot, and it was fun to learn that. Also, just in here, we used another kind of slip stitch in between some single crochets, which when I was doing it, I was like, this is kind of weird just to be doing a row of slip stitches, but I did it. And what I found was, like, it really does create just like this little difference that differentiates the shoe from the body. So that was a cool technique too. I hadn't done any patterns that used that before. Just a simple thing. I don't know, it might be really common, but it was my first time using it. And then for the helmet, this is all just kind of like worked up in one big thing. So you can kind of see where we change and then start working the inside to add the grey. So that was really cool. Sometimes, you know, you might just slip, you know, what's it called? Crochet around the outside here as a separate thing, but we did that on a front loop and then worked into this back loop to create the grey. So that was really good. Instead of like surface crocheting, that was the word I was looking for, instead of surface crocheting around, we worked the front loop then the back loop. So all in all, a really, really cute pattern. I even love these little details and just the way that that's designed so that the grey actually sits kind of flat and has a bit of an edge to it. Like, it was just so well designed and I really love it, and I definitely want to make more of these. I'll be trying it in a blanket yarn because I want to see it in a bigger size, and you can check out all the tester ones from Woolly-Ann Magaroni on her Instagram page. There's some really cool different versions, different sizes, so check that out, and I'll link I'll put a link in the descriptions for that. For the rest of the afternoon, I'm not sure what I'm going to tackle. I have that long list of jobs that I need to do and working towards putting my stuff in the consignment space, which I haven't started, but there's still plenty of time left in the week kind of. Anyway, I may get some of that done this afternoon. I'll let you know tomorrow how that goes. Tomorrow is going to be a busy day. I'm not sure how much I'll check in because we are traveling tomorrow. I live in a very isolated area and we don't have any big shops around us. We just have little shops. And so the closest shopping district is kind of a 3-hour drive away. Yeah. And so tomorrow we are driving, and so it's going to be a 6-hour return trip plus shopping in there. So it's a big long day, but I may get a little bit of filming done from that. Usually after I have a big day like that, I really need to rest the next day as well. So Friday could be a quiet day again for me. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'll check in as much as I can and we'll see what happens. So I have been working on the tags. I thought I'd check back in, just show you what I've been doing. So I've made some tags up on Canva and I have put them into a Word document, and I'm trying to kind of space them out and maybe just print a couple to see if what I'm doing is actually going to be okay. I don't have the right printer ink here at the moment, but I'll be able to print out something just for size reference, even though the colours and things won't be correct, as I think I'm out of black toner, so I'll be getting that tomorrow. That will be on my list of things to get. So I'm thinking of just printing some out myself to start with, try and keep my costs low. Eventually perhaps I might get them printed at a more professional place, but for now I'm just going to give them a try. I'll show you what I've been doing on the computer. So here's a little look. So hopefully this shows you okay. The colours probably will be a little bit funky, but anyway, so I've kind of spaced out 4 and I just want to print them out and see if I can continue making them at this size or if I need to increase them a bit. I'm not really great at kind of working out sizing until I actually see it in person. I know there's like rulers and things, you can kind of work it out, but anyway, I'll just muddle through the best I can and see how that goes. Oh, my screen's timed off. Oh, that's the reflection. Okay, back to work. Okay, so I've tried a few things with the tags and I've had a few fails and I've had a few successes. So some of the things that kind of weren't working was on the smaller tags that I made, the social media QR code, it just really wasn't scanning for me. I think it was too small, so I needed that to be bigger. The cardboard that I printed this on, just ignore the colour of it, but I feel like if I can get some white cardboard, that will be strong enough for tags. So I'm happy about that. I just need to look for some white cardboard at the shops tomorrow. Hopefully I can find some. There's not actually like an Office Works where we're going, so I'll have to look at, you know, Kmart, Spotlight, maybe even Harvey Norman, like in their photo area, I don't know, to try and find some. So that might actually be a bit tricky this trip to find, but we'll see how we go. If not, I will just print it on a different coloured card like this. Like this is a light purple. We'll see how it goes. So that was a fail, but a good learning experience because I worked out some of the things that I wanted to do differently. So after that, I went to a bigger size, so you can kind of see the difference there. I just printed this one on paper because I didn't really need to test the card again because I already knew it was fine. So I just printed that on paper, and again the QR code's still not scanning up for me. So what I've decided to do is to print a tag it basically just says, like the business name, Luana Crochet Creations, and thank you for supporting my small business. This item is handmade by Lisa in Australia. And then please spot clean this item. On other ones, it says this item can be cold washed on a gentle cycle and dried flat. And then on some of the other ones, it says not suitable for children under 3 years of age. So I've got a few different options for the tags of what needs to be displayed on them. And then I made a whole separate little tag that can be put with each tag. And I'll probably stick it under the bigger tag because it's not as important. It's just got the social media stuff on it. So I'll pop that in there as well under the bigger tag, so that if they do want to follow me on social media and keep up to date with what products I'm making and when things are being refreshed at the consignment space, or like I'll be able to use these at my markets as well and put them on all the items so that people can easily follow me if they want to, because I don't really have a business card at the moment. I'm not looking to get one at the moment. I want to keep my costs low. I probably will just make, now I've got this stuff on the computer, I'll quickly just whip up a little business card that I can give out to people informally, but I won't be kind of sitting it out for anybody to grab. But occasionally I do have people who ask for my number and want to contact me. So yeah, I needed to get all these jobs done, so it's been good to have the consignment push me into doing this and getting some tags and things made up, because it was something that was always on my to-do list with the markets, but I wasn't really, it wasn't a priority, and I had a system that was already working. But this will be good. I just need to now work out how I'll attach them, like what method I'll use. If I'll use a little bit of string or elastic or ribbon. We'll see what I can actually find at the shops that will also, and the pricing. Hopefully I can get a good bargain. I kind of think elastic would work pretty well if I can get that cheaply. Sometimes you can find that cheaply because they use it for jewellery making and things. So yeah, I might be able to find some of that at the dollar store either. So we'll keep an eye out. But so I did actually get a lot done this afternoon, even though it doesn't really look like it, because it took a lot of fiddling around to get this kind of done. So at least that's something off my list achieved. It might still need tweaking though, but I feel a lot closer to having it done, which is good. Yeah, and that's it. Hi, hope you're all well today. Sorry about the lighting in here. I'm in my lounge room and it's not a really bright area of the house, so hopefully with the near the window I can get a little bit extra light, but it is what it is. I won't do a heap of filming in here, I hope, but it's nice sometimes just to be sitting comfy on the couch. Today I said I was going to be traveling and change of plans. Wasn't really feeling great today, so my hubby is going to do that, bless him. I'm going to be putting some of the things that I needed to pick up at the shops through as online orders, so that's handy that I can do that. It'll just take a little bit longer for them to get here, but never mind. So I'm just having a quiet day, working on this blanket that I've been working on for quite some time. So this is a tutorial on TikTok. It's by a creator called Anyday Crochet. I started it ages ago. It was their summer blanket, so if that tells you anything, I think like quite a few seasons ago. And I had a big chunk of it done, but I think it's like the last 10 stitches I haven't done yet. And with all the stuff happening on TikTok and the uncertainty about whether it's going to be going ahead, like, you know, whether people in America will still be on TikTok soon. I'm not really sure what the reasons around that are, but there is uncertainty about whether they'll still be using the platform or not. So I'm really trying my best to work on a few more of the stitches in case the account disappears. They are going to be, Any Day Crochet will set up a YouTube channel if that happens. So keep an eye out for them if you want to have a go at doing some of their blankets, because they're really great for beginners. They teach you each stitch as you go along, a different stitch every round. So for this blanket, I don't know, we're probably doing about 30 or 40 different stitches, even some really tricky ones. One that I'm really proud about is doing the box stitch there. Look at that, how beautiful is it? I'll probably never do it again because it was a tricky one. It took a lot to get that finished. But anyway, that's what I'm working on today. And I'm just going to take it easy. I said I was going to take it easy yesterday and ended up getting stuck into those tags, and probably should have just rested yesterday. Even though I was sitting and, you know, just not doing a lot, I forget that energy is used not just for physical things, it's also like our brain is one of the biggest consumers of energy in our body. So thinking and doing things like that really does zap my energy a lot. So it's nice to do something like this that's a little bit like more repetitive today. It doesn't take a lot of thinking unless I'm learning a new stitch. But even that is really easy because everything's done in a tutorial. So I can just kind of watch a little bit of the video, copy it and do it again. So that's what I'm doing today. I got accepted to another pattern test. So that's really exciting. I'll probably show you guys that on my next vlog. I haven't started it yet. I haven't received the pattern yet. But it'll definitely be something that I'll show you next week. Yeah, keep going and check in. Who knows, maybe later tonight or tomorrow. All right, catch you all later. Hey guys, it's Saturday. I've been having a great day. Caught up with some friends this morning, and then came home and watched the season finale of Silo. Have you been watching that? Let me know in the comments if you're a Silo fan. It was a good episode. I really want to know more still, so I'm thinking about getting the books and reading the books, because I don't know if I can wait for the next season to come out. Yeah, so not a lot of crocheting stuff done today, but I do have some time now this afternoon to get some things done. Yesterday, Friday, I had a good day. It was really productive. I did a lot of kind of like planning, admin type things yesterday. Finished off my online order and put that in, because I couldn't do it on Thursday. It was kind of overwhelming me, too many things to think about. I didn't know, I just felt like I kept forgetting things, and I was. So I did wait and go log back in and put my order through. So I did an order from Officeworks. So I have some things like printer cartridges and paper and some ties and just a whole heap of kind of stuff that I'm needing to get things tagged and to send things off for consignment. So I've got a lot of those jobs done towards the consignment, but still have things to do. So one of my things that I need to do today is time me making these little frogs. so that I can price them. And I still would like to make a few more stock items, so I'm going to work on that maybe today and into next week, so that I have the stock that I want to send over there, because as I mentioned before, I'm sending some different items that are different from what I stock at my markets. So I'm excited to kind of get those things made up, and then I can send things off maybe at the end of the week, which will be pretty exciting if all goes to plan. Yeah, so that's kind of the plan today. I did get an order from Zaddy Crafts. So Zaddy Crafts is an Australian-owned business, and it's only new. It only started just before Christmas, I think it was. And they get, a bit like Patty and Bango's place, they get their shipments in and you kind of have to buy quick or it sells out. So their last shipment, I did get some colours, and I have loved using this yarn. So I put another little order in and was able to get my hands on some different colours that I couldn't get last time. So I thought I'd just quickly show you what came. So this one is Whimsy, and I've got 2 of those that have arrived. I may order a bit more of that, I'm not sure. This one's Spirited, I've got a couple of those. This one is Clever. This sold out last time. I couldn't get this last time. So that's the one that I'll be making a frog out of this afternoon and timing it, because it's the one colour I haven't got in the frogs. Green. Well, frogs don't have to be green, but you know, it would be nice to have a green frog in there as well. Yeah, so that one, Clever. I got one of Charming because I already had one of these, but now that I've made Captain Spud, I kind of feel like I should have ordered more of these. So I might need to put another order in for that. And this one is Brave, which is kind of a darker grey. I got 2 of those. I kind of thought these would be good to have on hand coming up into Easter to make little bunnies out of. I guess I could use the darker colour grey for the astronauts, because I think I will make a couple more astronauts to send to the consignment space, because I think they're really cute and different, and I think people would love those. So the last one is Sweet, and it's just like a pale pink, and I think I got 2 of those as well. So I would love to have all my yarn be this yarn, but for now I'm just getting little bits when I can, and I definitely will be trying to use these in more of my items that I'm selling, because it is so soft and lovely, and it also just sews really well. It doesn't make a big mess when I'm using it, so it's a nice yarn. Anyway, so if it's something you're looking at, it probably works out generally the same price as other yarns that we buy in Australia. I don't know what it will be comparison if you bought it and shipped it to another country, but for us it's generally on par with other types of chenille that we can get here. So yeah, good yarn. So I think that might be everything really. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing some stuff around the house, so I probably won't check in tomorrow, and that'll be the end of the week. So I think we might leave it there for this vlog. So I hope you enjoyed our first ever vlog. I've had fun doing it. I think that as I go along, I will improve greatly. Still a learning curve for me, but it's been fun, and I hope you'll join me for the next one. Please hit like and subscribe and leave me a comment of encouragement if you can. I look forward to seeing you all in the next vlog next week. Bye.